Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Lehman, and you're watching another episode of EML77 TV, home of the mental oddball shenanigans of me, Eric Lehman. What is going on, everybody? And I want to talk about what's been going on in baseball right now. I know we're about, the first spring training game is in February 21st, I believe. But there's already controversy surrounding my beloved Red Sox. I mean, it's bad enough that the Patriots had a lot of controversy surrounding them. But it's time to move on from the Patriots since they were knocked out. They were knocked out of the wild card round by the Tennessee Titans, and their season is over. So a lot of players are up in the air whether or not they're going to stay or go, especially Brady, Josh McDaniels. So there's a lot going on there. Then you got the Red Sox. The manager, Alex Cora, has been accused of stealing signs using technology, and him and Carlos Beltran were the masterminds behind it while they were with the Astros. Now they're saying that he did it with the Red Sox in 2018, giving them the best record in baseball and everything else. A lot of people have been assuming that the punishment for Cora will be a lot harsher than it was for A.J. Hinch and the general manager of the Astros, which promptly been fired as a result of that. So we'll see what happens here. Now, it's very sad and very disappointing in Alex Cora that you would do this, but the rest of the team will not be punished. I mean, the players will not be punished for this. I think that means we'll still keep a World Series ring, and I apologize to all the Dodger fans out there. I'm sure a lot of folks did not expect Alex Cora will pull such a stunt like this. And then, I don't know if the players knew of it or not. It doesn't. Unfortunately, this is more of Alex Cora's problem than anything. And if that's the case, then we're talking possibly a 2-year suspension, possibly a lifetime ban. And if that's the case, if they do fire, if the Red Sox management does fire Alex Cora, we're looking at probably a new manager, and it would be really rough to start the season off that way. And a lot of, it's what irks me about this whole thing is that once we're I don't know why people would wait until they've been successful. We were and I have to I have to agree with Thrill Ride Jimmy Preston that we were the city of losers before Brady came along. Now I can understand the Celtics won 8 straight championships. The Bruins won a Stanley Cup in 1972. I get it, but the Red Sox and Patriots, have not been, that consistent until after 2000. After the year 2000, the Patriots started winning, and I don't know why everybody waited until 2007 to start accusing the Patriots of cheating and all that. I don't know why people just wait because the Patriots have been successful. I still think it's sour grapes from Eric Mangini for being fired by the Patriots, and he wanted revenge on them. And he kind of spilt the beans of the code of NFL coaches, which did not make the team. I personally think Mangini started this whole thing because of sour grapes being fired by the New England Patriots. Then you got, and then, I figured that the first 3 World Series that we won, Alex Cora was only part of the 2007 World Series team. Are we going to get a look into that now? I'm kind of worried about that because Alex Cora was a player, but Terry Francona never pulled anything like that, and neither did John Farrell. So for us to do in the 2018, I think Dodgers fans, including Mario Lopez, saying to strip the Astros of the rings and all that. Everybody got to bear in mind this is not college sports where you can vacate wins, and we're not exactly Penn State, which the Penn State got screwed out of a lot of wins for something that has nothing to do with the game itself, but that something happened off field, and that should have been dealt with. And just because off field, off the field, if it was on the field cheating, then I can understand. But the fact that this little scandal happened off the field, and I don't, a lot of days, cancel culture is getting to be stupid. I was like, oh, they cheated. Let's get them. Let's strip them of the rings and all that. And everybody started crying like babies. All of a sudden, whining and crying. Oh, the Patriots are cheaters, like little children. Face of cheaters, cheaters, cheaters. I'm getting sick of it. Personally, I'm getting sick of it. I want to enjoy these championship victories. That listen. Before Tom Brady came along, like I said, we were Pharrell Live, Jimmy Preston said, we were the city of losers. Even though the fact, when I grew up in 1977. I wasn't born when those Celtics won all those championships. They won one championship when I was during my lifetime at that time too. In '84, when they beat the Lakers, beat the Rockets. And the Bruins never won a championship until 2011 during my lifetime either. So it's like, I'm getting really annoyed by the whole thing. Let's see, I'm afraid that Alex Cora is going to punishment's going to be handed down. I feel it's going to be either a 2-year suspension or a lifetime ban or what. But here's the thing: here's the crazy part. All right. If these teams feel that the Patriots are videotaping them, dudes, change your plays in the game. Throw the Patriots off their game. That's how you can beat them instead of going with the same plays, because the Patriots are going to know. Like, okay, we're going to give them a different play. We're going to give them a different look. Duh. That's all you got to do. Hey, if you feel that the Patriots are videotaping your plays and all that, dudes, change your plays. Change them. And that's what Bill Belichick's going to need to do, because Vrabel knew each and every move Belichick was going to make. And that's why the Titans beat the Patriots. I mean, duh. That's why Belichick does not do so well against former Patriots associates as their opponents. Bill Belichick's going to realize that, hey, they know my plays. They know all this. Because they were there with us. We got to change the plays. Change the plays. Same thing with the sign stealing in baseball. Dudes, do some goofy things to throw your opponents off their game. Make sure they don't know what you're doing. Duh. Hello, instead of complaining about the other team beating you and cheating, change your plays. That's all you need to stinking do. All right? Duh. It's like, they're cheaters. We lost. Dudes, if you change the plays, then they won't beat you. Duh. Hello? Captain Obvious over here. Sometimes, I feel like going, these social media have made everybody stupid. I'm sorry. Social media has made everybody stupid. They start arguments and all that. And then we got Tessa Blanchard. Now, Tessa Blanchard is beautiful. She's gorgeous. Beautiful wrestler. Daughter of Tully Blanchard, granddaughter of Joe Blanchard. Another wrestler came out and accused her. Now, here's the weird part. It's like it was the day before her match against Sami Callihan for the Impact World Championship. One of the wrestlers, I think, is La Rosa Negra, came out and said, Tessa bullied her and called her the N-word. It's like, why did they wait till now? Some of these scandals and accusations on celebrities, why did they wait? Why did he wait all this time? Why did they kept it a secret? I can understand that people bribed them to keep their mouth shut and all, but why wait? Why wait? You would say, instead of saying, no, I'm going to let this out right now, you wait all this time when they've been successful. And it's like, seriously. Seriously. Now we have to deal with this BS. And I'm not defending Tessa Blanchard. Listen, everybody's human. They make mistakes. That's fine. And I'll be honest with you. I hope somebody accuses me of something at the mall so I can quit it, so I can leave that job. So I can go home. I don't like shoveling because I'm not looking forward to working Saturday. I heard there was snow in the forecast. Probably. They say 1 to 3 inches. They say 3 to 5. They're all saying sorts of things. It could not happen at all. I don't know. Listen. If we can have, like this past weekend, we had 70-degree weather in January. 70-degree weather in January. 67 springtime weather in January. Like anything's possible. Now we're going back down to snow and all that good stuff. Seasonally weather. That's fine. But still, it boggles my mind. Trust me, it boggles the mind of life is crazy. It's been crazy around here. So that's my opinions on that. So whatever happens, happens. I'm not looking forward to, if I have to, coming in on Saturday to work. And I know which one, job at the mall has not been easy, but the mall has, the malls a little bit, not just our mall, but malls across the country have not been doing very well because of online shopping and all that. They had to, our mall had to cut back, unfortunately, and they cut back, which is fine. It gives me a little bit of a more relaxed state of mind, and everything else, and just, come in and do the job, and, they give me different assignments and all that, and, which is fine, cool, I'll deal with it, and, which, speaking of which, I need to plan my vacation hours pretty soon, and I may have to do that, because got 4 more months left, or else I'll lose these hours. So it's so a lot's been going on, and I'm trying to keep ahead. I'm gonna try to stay calm about this, stay calm about everything. Keep my head up about this. And life's never been easy for me. So what? I've been, everything's been happening to me since the beginning. Since this day, like I said, the past decade of the 2010s weren't easy. The last 6 years at my job, I do have to admit I am not very happy, but I'm hanging in. I'm trying to hang in there. This is more of a necessity for me to keep this job until I get another one. It isn't going to be easy finding another one, but I got to have faith and I got to believe, and that's all there is to it. Sometimes I got to be smart about where to go and how to do. And after 25 years at the mall, it seems like working there, it seems like it's time to it's tough to move on. When you're used to working at a place for that big, long time of period, for a long time. I mean, this May will mark 10 years at my new job, which, it's amazing. About 2 jobs in 25 years. It's mind-blowing. I'm like, I'm like, whoa! And then there's going to be a lot of milestones coming up this year. It'll be 25 years living in this house here in North End of Bedford in April. And I tell you what, if you thought I would move out of the house that I lived in for a good 15 years, I thought, nah. And, now I usually drive down to my old neighborhood on occasions and see it has been very, very quiet. It's no longer, the lively neighborhood with all full of kids and, baseball and, all that, and us yelling, playing hide and seek, I miss those days where people knock at my door. Can Eric come out and play? Sometimes it's no, he's punished, or no, he's got homework. Maybe when he's done his homework, he'll come out and all that. And I miss all those times, man. It's probably I miss the old days. It's missing the old days is. I try to relive my childhood through the internet, basically. Looking up 80s and 90s stuff. And just it's like I said, a lot is going on, and you see a lot of situations happening, and all that stuff that has been going on makes me wish I was back in the 80s and 90s, living the days as a teenager and all that. Would there be a lot of things I want to change in the back then? I would have, yeah. I would have gone back in time, but it is what it is. You have to accept things where they're at and where they are now, and it's like I said, life has not been very easy for me. Possibly being 40, I'm going to be 43 in a couple of months. We have about 60. Today's the 13th. 18, 29, because February is leap year this year, so we have 29 days in February. 18 days. 47 plus 19 days. That would be 66 days of winter left. And my boss has been telling me it's going to go by fast. I'm hoping that's the case. And, February is where everybody's predicting that February will be near or slightly below average temps. And, people in the weather, you can't predict the weather accurately sometimes. And it's going to be a little crazy once February hits and all that good stuff. And so, which I have not appeared on Rodney T. Flippin's channel. on Discord or MVG Productions because of the hectic, of everything going on. And I think once everything is over, once I go on vacation, possibly I'll take a week in March off and then a week in April. I think once I go on vacation, I'll probably be, back in, hopefully my mind will be clear, and I'll probably do some job hunting during those vacation times as well. So, like, a lot of things are going on, a lot of decisions I need to make, and it's gonna, I'm trying to keep like I said, keep my head up. I don't want to worry too much. I don't want to worry, and I don't want to stress out over a lot of things, and that's why I try to, be as entertaining as I can be, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to have a relaxed state of mind, and not worry. Just, going to work next day, just focus on, hopefully I'll work for only 5 days this week and then rest up on Saturday and then Sunday and then come back Monday with a renewed mind and renewed soul and everything else. And, like I said, once I take a vacation, I'm going to do some relaxing, I'm going to do some chilling out, I'll probably unwind my mind. I can do a lot of unwinding of my mind. I need to start doing that a little bit more. I need to relax a little bit more. It's, like I said, life. My father said told me after I turned 40 that it all goes downhill from there, and he ain't kidding. But life is what you make of it. Obviously, you get back on feet again. Life isn't easy. You try to make a lot of friends, and you make enemies, and all the stress going on in New England sports and everything else. It's like, yeah. So I gotta do a lot of unwinding of the mind, but I'm worried about what's going to happen this Saturday. I may have to be forced to drive into stuff because, unfortunately, my father doesn't have his truck because my brother's been borrowing it and everything else. It's like, because my father usually drives me to work during these, crazy snowstorms and everything else. And I don't know what they're predicting. They're predicting 1 to 3, 3 to 5. I don't know. I did survive a drive, and we ended up getting 8 inches of snow and everything else. And, personally, that's why I'm thinking about, getting another job. I'm trying to get one really, really close to the home. Being at that mall, and being at that mall for 25 years, it sometimes takes its mental toll on you, and that's the thing that, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. But I need to unwind my mind. I need to relax, go with the Lord, see what He wants, what His will is, and but then, it is 2020. We're 13 days into the new year already. I'm trying not to worry about a whole lot of things, and we'll see where we go from here. And but I want to mentally prepare myself just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. And life does hand you a lot of things, and whether or not what you do with those things, those situations you're challenged with, it's entirely up to you. It's, like I said, those situations have been handed to me. It's entirely up to me on how I deal with it and how I go with it, and just I'm not saying life sucks, but sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It depends how you look at it. So I'm just going to do a lot of thinking, unwinding the mind, and then we'll see what happens here and there. And things have been a little bit crazy. That's why I've not appeared on a lot of game shows per se on the Discord app. So I do apologize to all those who, y'all realizing I have not been showing up. And once again, I'll probably be back in the springtime. So I'm hibernating as a game show contestant, per se. So it's like, so I'm under the game show contestant hibernation. I won't be back until spring. So that's the way I am. So a lot of unwinding the mind, and hopefully when the spring-like weather comes around, people are hoping for an early spring, and people want snow and all this good stuff. I don't care what anybody wants. I just want to be sane, So don't drive me insane. I've already been insane. I'm trying to relax my mind, unwind my mind, relaxation. That's what I need. Don't need any more crap. So we'll see what happens. So that's it. Episode 435, I believe, has been complete. Like I said, I'm hoping to do more, get these thumbs episodes pretty soon. Like I said, don't know what's going to happen this Saturday. Everybody's saying snow. Everybody's saying snow and rain. You know, temperatures going up and down from 40 to 34 and all this. And they can't predict the weather for a hill of beans. You know, and personally, I'm hoping that we get nothing. But that's my personal opinion only. You know, I know a lot of you people go, oh, I was hoping for 10 feet of snow. Shut up. You know, shut up and sit down and just, you know, I will delete your comments. So, anyways, that's it. Unwind the Mind, episode 435. In about a little over half an hour, we watch Monday Night Raw to see what's going to go on. The first ever fist fight. Basically, it's a street fight with no rules until one team can't continue anymore. So, that's basically what it is. So, no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. It says until one team can't continue anymore. I'd say this. That's pretty good. So hopefully you'll appear. Hopefully you'll come back to watch another episode. 436 will be coming. I don't know what I'll talk about then. There'll be more mental oddball shenanigans of me, Eric Lima. An episode 435 of EML77 TV. This is Eric Lima signing off for the episode, and I will see you next episode. See ya. Have a good day. I'll have a good night, obviously.